Newt Gingrich went after Hillary Clinton for accepting money from donors for the Clinton Foundation, which is hilarious that a Republican politician is criticizing other people for corruption. So let's listen, and then we'll put this in perspective.
They need to do.
Mr. Speaker, I read that you thought these allegations are starting to reach some kind of critical mass around the foundation that could even force her out of the race?
Sure, look, this isn't a political problem. This is a historic problem. The Constitution of the United States says you cannot take money from foreign governments without explicit permission of the Congress. They wrote that in there because they knew the danger of corrupting our system by foreign money is enormous. You had a sitting Secretary of State whose husband radically increased his speech fees. You have a whole series of dots on the wall now where people gave millions of dollars. Oh, by the way, they happen to get taken care of by the State Department. Now, you raised a good standard. And, of course, having been on the Watergate Committee, she knew exactly what to do. She eliminated 33,000 emails. Richard Nixon only erased 18 minutes. So you're going to have a prima facie case that any jury would look at.
You think a jury would look at the case based
I think a jury would look at the totality of this case and say it is clearly against the Constitution. It's clearly against U.S. law. I mean, DOD and HHS both have rules that say you can't take more than $315. My point is, they took money from foreign governments while she was Secretary of State that is clearly illegal. This is not about politics. It's illegal. And it's dangerous to America to have foreign governments get in the habit of bribing people who happen to be the husband of the Secretary of State or the next president of the United States.
I agree. I don't want any politician taking any amount of money from any source that could possibly corrupt them. I don't want that. I don't want any individual to feel like they need to pay back people who gave them money. So, Newt, that's why you need to shut the fuck up about this. Look at his argument. He's arguing against corruption. All of a sudden, he's against these. They're too spread out. I mean, too many people gave them money. Obviously, they're going to listen to those people. This is a problem. This is not okay. I mean, these are foreigners we're talking about here. Foreigners gave them money. Right, and does the principle all of a sudden work differently if it's people here? Or how about if it's corporations, and not just corporations based in the U.S., multinational corporations? How about that? Does that count? Those, in many ways, foreigners can end up donating in that way. You can have, how about individual billionaires who, I don't know, maybe own companies in other places overseas, and they're deeply intertwined with politics overseas. How about if those people give money to a politician? Wouldn't that also be wrong, Newt? That would appear to be the exact same dynamic going on there if it's a foreign individual, a foreign government, or even somebody from the United States of America who's an individual giving money. I think the entire time, if they're giving money to politicians, they're expecting something in return. So what I did is I went to this little website called Open Secrets, and I looked into who exactly gave Newt Gingrich money. So let's go down the list here a little bit. Now, understand this is specifically to Newt Gingrich himself. So this is specifically to Newt Gingrich, the candidate. And I'll get into, in a second, other aspects of this that are also corrupt, because it's not just people gave him money. Of course, people gave his super PAC money and gave the party that he was a member of money. So there's other ways that he got money. But him personally, he took $28,000 from the Rock, Tennessee company, $27,500 from Las Vegas Sands. I believe that's Sheldon Adelson, who he gave his money through one of his companies to Newt Gingrich. And by the way, whatever happened to family values, look after the kids, make sure they don't do bad things like go to strippers or take drugs or gamble. Here you are taking money from a casino. Poet LLC, which I never fucking heard of, $22,500. Bay Area Surgical Management, probably for all of his wife's plastic surgery, $17,500. Pull Apart Inc. Don't know what that is, $17,500. Alear, $15,000. Bank of America, $13,500. Isn't it weird how Newt Gingrich was pretty soft on the banks throughout his entire career as a politician and when he ran for president? You know, while he talks about small government all the time, he seemed to focus on for minorities and poor people, he wants small government. But when it comes to big banks, when it comes to bailouts, when it comes to socialism for the rich, he's not as much against it. Isn't that interesting? Wells Fargo gave him $12,300. Noble Royalties, oil and gas, $10,500. J. Smith Lanier & Co., $10,000. Texas Gulf Partnership, $10,000. Contrin Corp., $10,000. Omada Group, $9,900. Here's my favorite, Cancer Treatment Centers of America, $8,550. So he's taking money from people that literally profit off cancer. But I'm sure he's going to stand up for the American people on health issues. National Pain Institute, $8,500. Well Heat Packaging, $8,000. First Fiscal Fund, $7,500. And again, this is only contributions to Newt Gingrich as a candidate, as an individual. When you factor in his super PAC, you ready for this? This is the only fact that you need to know about his PACs. One billionaire, Sheldon Adelson, gave Newt Gingrich millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. I believe I saw two articles on it. They said different things. One said 10 million and another one said 5 million. Actually, and I think there might have been one that said 3 million also. So I don't know the exact number, but it's minimum 3 million, probably more than that. And understand, Sheldon Adelson, he's a billionaire, but this is a guy that has businesses and casinos and all these different things in Singapore, Hong Kong. He's greatly involved with the press in Israel. So this is a guy, here Newt Gingrich is bitching about foreign people giving the Clinton Foundation money, not even candidate Hillary right now. The Clinton Foundation money for charitable purposes. He says, that's it, corruption, it's over. Look, somebody gave money to somebody. It's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. Foreign people giving money, it's over, it's over. She can't run, it's over. And for him, he could have billionaires or multinational corporations or individuals give him any amount of money. They could have business deals with any government anywhere in the world, and he sees no problem. Well, that's fine. What do you mean? So what? A guy who owns 8 trillion corporations and who's greatly involved with various different governments all around the world and has interests involved over there, he's giving me money. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's okay. That's totally fine. Just when Hillary does it, it's wrong. Look, Newt, here's the reality, man. It's wrong when all of you do it. Like I said at the beginning, I agree. I actually do agree with Newt. I don't like that Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, I don't like the fact that the foundation takes so much money from all these different people, all these different rich interests, and oftentimes, yes, foreign governments. I do think that that's going to affect them when they have high positions of power, and I think it has in the past. So I agree. I don't like the undue influence. I don't like the fact that you're so spread out and you have all these people who helped you, so you're going to have to help them back when you get in power. I hate that, and I think it's wrong, and I do think it's criminal. But the difference between me and Newt Gingrich is I'm not a hypocrite about it. I think it's bad when Republicans do it and Democrats do it. Newt Gingrich only thinks it's wrong when Democrats do it. When it's him doing it, oh, there's no problem here at all. And, of course, the most ridiculous part of his little spiel there, he says, in the middle of it, he goes, this is not about politics. Oh, it's not about politics, really? You're so concerned about Hillary Clinton and who she's taking money from, and Hillary's running for president, and she's the strongest Democratic candidate right now. But it's not about politics. It's a bold, principled stand. No, you know how I would have known it's not about politics? If Newt Gingrich made the same case against Mitt Romney when Mitt Romney was in the middle of the race against President Obama, and he gets out there and says, Mitt Romney's taking a lot of money from a lot of billionaires, a lot of multinational corporations, and some people involved in foreign governments. I can't in good faith endorse him because he's taking all this money. This isn't about politics. If you said it back then, I would have believed you. It's not just a coincidence that you're saying it about the Democratic frontrunner right now after she announced that she's running. Spare me. Try this little thing called objectivity. Try this little thing called not being a hypocritical douche. Call out all the different moneyed interests corrupting the Democrats, sure. But take responsibility for your own goddamn side and for yourself, because you guys are obviously corrupt as well, if not more corrupt.